Black Sphere here, and in today's video I'll be talking about how the big Steven Universe leaks will be taking place in this 5-night event, and it will be gold. But right before I get into this, I'm gonna warn you now, there are spoilers ahead. And by spoilers, I mean I'll be talking about and discussing the big leak. You know, the big Steven Universe leak that CN accidentally exposed in one of the podcasts. If you somehow managed to avoid it at this point, then congratulations, you deserve an award. I'll give you a moment to click off this video now. As of right now in Steven Universe, Steven is the most hated person in the show. Well, no, I'm not talking about in the fandom, but I'm talking about in the show, literally. Yes, there is a handful of people that care and love him, like the gems, well, our gems, the crystal gems. Yeah, they're humans in Beach City that like him. For example, Sadie, Lars, even though Lars is in space right now. And I can say Onion, I guess. Onion, I think. But when it's to the people that hate and do not like him, the odds are massive. Not just the diamonds, but Homeworld. They do because Rose supposedly shattered a diamond, pink diamond. Steven is technically Rose, and Rose is pink. So pink is technically Steven. They basically hate him for no reason. Well, Jasper, that is. Jasper doesn't really like Steven, even though she doesn't know that's the person that she really likes and is fighting for. But we're not going to get into that right now. There was no shattering. Steven's hated for no reason. They don't know it, but they basically hate him because his mom faked her own shattering, and they think he's him. So they think he's his mom, which they think is rose quartz, which is actually pink diamond. But they don't know, so there's no reason to hate him. They think he's rose quartz, but rose quartz isn't even real. If the diamonds found out that Steven is the person they are fighting for, who they are emotionally damaged by, then it'll just be a total mess. To be honest, I don't know how they would feel about that. Yes, it will be emotional too, but I don't know. I mean, they didn't even really pay attention, or they probably didn't even like Pink Diamond when she was alive. So all of a sudden you're realizing and know that she's the reason why gems on Homeworld were poofed and gone, and why Peridot is on Earth and couldn't come back, and why Lapis is gone. Not even just them. They're the whole reason why the war even took place. And it was the person that they didn't even care about that was behind the whole thing. I don't know how they feel about that. It'd make more sense if they would not really despise, but not really like her more, because she's the one that they didn't pay attention to, and she caused all this damage. And even Blue was basically depressed for no reason because she wasn't shattered. I don't know how Blue would take that. Like, I don't blame them if they would be angry, but no. In the leak, it showed them actually understanding, and Yellow was surprisingly calm about the situation. But it'll make sense to be calm too, because they probably realized how bad they were treating her and stuff. But anyways, let's explain the leak now, because we do have more information to how the leak took place. At first, when we saw it, we didn't really know how the diamonds got to Earth, why the temple was destroyed, why Bismuth was free, and why they were so calm. But then a single pale rose hit, and we got clue why they would be calm. Before I talk too much about that leak, let me explain the other ones first. The less revealing one. Plural. Not plural. I don't know. I'm retarded. You're blind. But we know all those leaks released in a podcast will be happening in the 5-night event. I know because the diamond invading situation would be so dire they had to fuse into Alexandrite. If Ruby and Sapphire are fusing with the other gems to form Alexandrite, that means they probably talked stuff out already and had a whole scene, but we didn't see it, of course, because the episodes didn't come out yet. And the situations are so dire with the diamonds searching for Steven while they're invading, or the other gems, that they literally have Steven in their palm. And I thought it was dangerous that Steven would be right there while they literally look like she's battling Blue's ship, but she's trying to protect them, literally, by literally guarding them. Quite repetitive, but seen in the leak, we know the diamonds did get their hands on Steven. I just said I wasn't gonna talk. Okay, whatever. But they did get their hands on Steven. Because we see Blue Diamond put him down on his balcony after basically, we seen her put him down on his porch. And Yellow was pretty calm, too. I put 2 and 2 together, and that's probably the Reunited episode where basically a diamond reunion. That's what Reunited stands for. That's what I'm guessing. They have to know that he's pink to be that calm in front of him. Let me talk about the other leaks real quick. The leak where we seen Ruby as a cowboy. We know she's a cowboy because in the episode that aired last night called What's Your Problem, Sapphire said, why would she be a cowboy? And recently there was a leaked Ruby song in her little cowboy gimmick singing with the country accent, southern accents. And in the big leak, there was Ruby riding Amethyst as... Well, that didn't sound right. But Ruby was riding a shapeshift Amethyst as a horse. A horse shapeshifted Amethyst. Ruby was riding a horse shape. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay. So I'm guessing that will happen in the episode that will air tonight called The Question, or the episode tomorrow that's called Maid of Honor, because the Alexandria episode is supposed to be the last one to Diamonds invading, leave it off at a cliffhanger. And why would Ruby and Sapphire just defuse again after they were just in Alexandrite? That means when they seen each other, they had to make a scene in real. And in Maid of Honor is probably that same episode where there was probably the wedding, because in the leak we seen a ring on Artist's finger. So that's when they got back together and Diamonds came, crashed the wedding, I guess, and they fused into Alexandrite with the other gems. So that's where that leaks takes place, in either Maid of Honor or tonight's episode, The Question. The underwater leak we seen already happened in yesterday's episode, What's Your Problem? And since those 2 leaks happened in this event, what if the last one happened too in this event? I take all that they come at the end of the episode. What if they come since it's a 2-part, basically it's a 1-hour special, what if they came at the first half and then things were just talked out and at the end the leak happens? Since the other 2 leaks already happened in this event, what if this leak happened at the last episode for this event? But I don't really know. I hope it's like this because it does make sense. If those 2 leaks belonged in this special, then the other one should belong in this special too. And it wouldn't make sense for Ruby to fuse with Sapphire again and then just wander off again and become a cowboy again. No, they probably thought things out already. And I'll explain the other thing in the promo with the corrupted gem. Maybe since Blue Diamond's hand... Dang. I just realized how loud I'm talking. I'll calm down, I guess. But Blue Diamond's handship was through half of the temple, and Bismuth was there and had a new form. So since maybe her arm crushed through the temple, what if there were some... Like, what if she crash landed? When she crash landed, it shook the temple, I guess you could say. Because in this leak, in this leak you also see something. There's usually a hand sticking out in the temple picture. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a hand showing. Cause like the temple fusion has like 8 arms, I think, or 6. I don't know, but there's usually some arms showing, but it looks like it's standing. Never mind. But what if when Blue crash land, it shook the temple and some gems got unbubbled? That being why the corrupted gem was in the bubble room in the trailer, like formed and stuff, and why Bismuth is back. Maybe she got popped on accident again. But instead of it being Steven, it's actually a diamond. Because in the promo, we also see in Blue Diamond's handship going over the temple. That's probably when she crash landed or landed. Depends if she did it on purpose or not. Since maybe she's landed so awkwardly, literally destroyed her own arm ship. I don't think she did it on purpose. Maybe she got knocked down from the sky by Alexandrite or something. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm not making 0 sense in this video. Like, I have a big idea about this, but I'm having trouble executing it, like giving it up by talking. You have to be in my head to understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, enough with that. Reunited, meaning Steven is with the Diamonds, the Diamond Invasion. Them invading Earth brought them close to Steven in the first place, what we've seen in the leak with them right there on Earth with Steven. That's probably how they got there. Because I doubt they'd come back again and just chill. But I guess I can say this is part 1 of a video. I'll be making part 2 tomorrow. I don't know. This video is so draining. Excuse me for that loud, obnoxious yawn. But it depends whenever I decide to write a script, I guess. It was hard to write this script, to be honest. I had a hard time thinking about this. And, well, not really thinking. I just had a hard time translating it into words. Because, like, it's like, I know what I'm thinking, but I have to put it on paper. Because I script my videos, I don't eyeball them. Yeah, sometimes it's just too much to write because I write a lot. Like, they're like 3 pages long. 3 front and back pages. Anyway, this video is over. Tell me what you guys think about it. Drop a like if you like or agree with me. And subscribe to not miss a post or if you enjoy my content. And that'll be all.